It's such an honor to be with each and every one of you today. And it is always an honor to be able to spend time to hold space, to just take moments to be able to connect as human beings and to experience life together in each and every moment, whether it's through social media, whether it's through a Zoom call, whether it's through an actual in-person meeting. And so I am so grateful and so thankful for each and every one of you and this time that we can spend together and just to encourage one another and just to hopefully help you to understand that we are going through so many different changes. We are going through a new consciousness. We are going through a new understanding, an expansion of our consciousness and of our world. And in many ways, I've almost felt some chills going up and down my back as I'm telling you about this, because it is absolutely amazing as we come to expand and recognize all of these amazing things that are happening all around us. It is very, very evident, and it is very, very clear that at the very same time, the world as we know it is crumbling all the way around us. And it is very interesting because it turns out and it comes out and we find out that so much of the things that we were taught, so much of the things that we learned growing up in a matrix system, when we are now stepping in more of a galactic, another world system, a fourth and a fifth dimension or density, that we're coming to understand and step in a new consciousness and an expansive understanding of the reality in which we lived and are currently living in. And we are finding that each and every day, the layers of so much of what we experience are being peeled away from us. So much of the expectations that we've placed upon ourselves, so many of the expectations that were placed upon us, perhaps by a parent or another authority figure, we're now coming to understand and to realize that those things might have been part of our lessons, but we're also beginning to realize that many of the cliches, many of the explanations for things were either not sufficient or were basically an illusion and were there in place to actually keep us from an expansion of our consciousness and a focus of our energy upon that which really matters. You see, it is incredible and amazing. It is so comforting to so many of us to be able to read a book that was written hundreds of years ago, or to be able to find an old podcast that connects with us and explain things and gives the 12 steps in order to accomplish success. And those things are truly, truly amazing. But the past is what it sounds like. The past is the past. And so many of us have begun to understand that our story often carries the past with us. If you followed any of my videos, both on social media or on YouTube or Rumble or any of the platforms that you might find me on, I've been discussing this lately, where I mentioned recently about what is it that follows you into the room. You know, that's often our story. Well, you don't know my story. You don't know what I came from. And I'll be quick to say, you're right, I don't, especially if we just met. If this is the first time that we've ever had a conversation, I have no idea who you are. But I have an idea as a human of what your human experiences might be. Now, if you take a little time and you tell me I was public schooled, I might put you in a category of what you might experience in public school. If I heard that you were private school or homeschooled, I might put you in a different category and I go, oh, well, you experienced something like this. If you grew up in a religious home, no matter what it is, whether it's Christian, Jewish, Muslim, whatever then we might put you in a different category and understanding that you no doubt experience a number of different things that probably were really hard and difficult, and in the reality didn't necessarily make sense. But probably somewhere along the line, you believe those things and you believe them strongly and you accepted them as your view, not only of yourself, but your view of family, your view of marriage, your view of life, your view of everything around you, including the world, was influenced by that religion. And so you can be put in a different category. But each one of those things, no matter what it is, maybe it's your job experience, what you experience in the workforce, whatever it is, all of these different things can define you, can separate you out, and help someone to understand more and more maybe why you might be the way you are today. Unless you totally change that story and you decide that you no longer are defined by that story, that that story is not yours. I mean, of course, it's your story. You went through that, yes, but you're not bringing that story, you're not bringing that past into the future, other than the experience and the opening of the consciousness and the expansion and understanding that you no longer need to come into a room and say, I need to explain in a logic fashion everything that's going on with me, so that everybody else in the room will be on the same page in their understanding of who I am. Now we can come into a room and we can create with an expanded consciousness from our heart space, which is a consciousness of love. And when we walk in the room, it's a new realization, it's a new day, it's a new understanding that it doesn't matter if no one else in the room understands what I've been through. Because we all have experienced something as part of our human experience. It was all part of our journey. And, the recent events over the last couple of years of what has taken place all the way around the world has united us, if we'll allow it to come and recognize that we are all humans upon this earth. We are all spiritual beings experiencing humanity in this time, is another way to explain it, and are beginning to remember who we are and why we've been placed upon this earth. And more importantly, to open and expand our hearts to a heart consciousness, a heart understanding that comes and is created out of love, that is created out of who we are as a core person. And sometimes it just about always takes us to come down to hit rock bottom to experience that core person and come to understand that everything that I thought I knew was actually exactly what was holding me back from my purpose and my understanding and my recognition of who I am and what I'm about to experience and who I thought I was, and even dealing with the stories of what I've already experienced in the past. You see, I'm so grateful for many of my mentors. I've been spending a lot of time listening to Kyle Cease. In fact, I've been listening to him pretty much every day for about the last month or so. And it is just helping me to come to realize and be able to learn so many things as part of this expansion of this consciousness. But he also always often brings us back to that 5-year-old child, that 7-year-old child, that 3-year-old child that was just wanting to be loved, that was just wanting to be held. And we are finding that we might be 40 years old, we might be 50, we might be 60, we might be 100, you might be 25, you may be 15, whatever age you are that are watching this video or listening to this, whatever age you are making many of your decisions based on an event in a period of time way back when you were 5, when you didn't feel listened to, when you didn't feel noticed, when you didn't feel understood. And today we're having those very same experiences. And now we're an adult and we're building a business, we're building a YouTube channel, we're building a social media network, whatever it is we're doing. And we have this censorship going on. We have the world crumbling all around us, and we think it's our fault. We think that we're not being heard. And it is sometimes holding us back from stepping in, and even more important than stepping in is standing in the full sovereignty and divinity of who we are. Because at the end of the day, nobody can stop our voice except us. If we allow someone else to, then they will stop us. We have to find ways to go around. We have to find ways to unify and come together and to fight against those that want to censor us, to fight against those that want to stop our voice. But when we recognize that our biggest desire to be heard, to be understood, to be loved, goes all the way back to that experience at 3, 4, 5 years old, it can be earth-shattering. It can be mind-blowing to recognize and realize and comprehend that we are dealing with something that we need to heal and work through so that we can stand fully illuminated in our power and be who we were meant to be, uninhibited, to stand in the freedom of who we are, and to stand in the full sovereignty of sovereign beings that will not allow tyranny to overcome us. And when we recognize this, we consciously and as a collective can actually create the most amazing, most beautiful, most incredible world that there possibly is. Because we're no longer holding ourselves back based on something that happened 30, 40 years ago that did not really aid us, that did not really serve us, and is not really our reality that we are creating right now. And when we understand that, and when we are able to stand in our power, ladies and gentlemen, that is when the world changes for us. Too many people are willing to give up their freedoms for a piece of bread. Too many people are willing to give up their freedoms for $100 when if they waited, they could receive 100 million. Why is it that humanity is so willing to give up that which is really important for such a small price? And I believe the answer to that question is so many of us do not understand our full value, don't really understand the power that we have, don't really understand that we have everything that we need inside of us, because we have been accustomed from a child. As a child, you're taught, you feel you need your diaper change, you need someone else to help you, to feed you, to clothe you. And so we take that all the way through life. I need someone else to make me happy. I need someone else outside of myself to be the creator. I need someone else to build a business so I can work for them as a 9-to-5 job. I need someone else to create a religion for me, and then I will follow. There's so many people that want to be followers because they think that's what will make them happy. If I follow this guy, if I follow this lady, that somewhere along the way, I will become happy. And somewhere along the line, I'll eventually get what I want in life. And that is just part of the illusion that has been given to us to keep us inside of the matrix world and inside of the matrix system. My friends, ladies and gentlemen, we are being given an opportunity to go outside of that matrix system and enter a brand new world. A world that many have never experienced before. A world that has children who are free, who are not being trafficked, who are not being hurt, who are not being poisoned, not only by ideology, but by literal poison. A world where animals, birds sing, animals play. A world where the grass is green, the weather is fine, where people get along, where there is world peace. There is such a world, and you and I are being given the most amazing, beautiful opportunity to be able to step into that world and to enjoy many years of peace, many years of prosperity, many years of stepping in to who we are and why we've come to this earth. Is it easy to leave the matrix system? No. But it is one of the most powerful things that we possibly do. Because when we expand in our consciousness and understanding, there is, fortunately, no going back into the matrix system. Some may try and many will choose. And they're doing so knowingly. Many might go back to old patterns of thoughts and systems because they were comfortable. It seemed like things worked out better for them then. But in so doing, we're failing to learn the lessons of moving forward, of ascending, of receiving greater things than our minds have even imagined or thought of. We are being given the most amazing of opportunities, and we are going through amazing times that as the old guard comes crumbling down, as we will soon finally receive the news, very soon, of the death of the Queen of London and the domino effect that that will take, as the natural things like that will take place, the crumblings of governments, the crumblings of the matrix system, as it all comes crumbling down, it might feel very, very painful. It might feel like chaos. It might even drive many of us to tears. It will feel like our world has died. And the truth of the matter is, that is because it has. And with that, all of the illusions, with that, all of the lies, with that, all of the corruption, with that, all of those who have knowingly hurt and abused, particularly children, but also women and even men. It's going to be a painful day. They will be removed from the new earth. Because, my friends, they will not have a place in a world that will not allow corruption, that will not allow lies, that will not allow the children to be harmed anymore. This, my friends, is what you and I have an amazing opportunity to be able to do. So what do you do with this knowledge? What do you do with this understanding? Well, I encourage you to guard it carefully. Many people will tell you that you are crazy. Many people will tell you that you're losing your mind. Many people will tell you that it's a fantasy and that it's not really happening. But you and I know that it is, because our eyes have been opened to see it, to understand, to comprehend it, to desire to step in. We are coming to understand our power, and so therefore we prepare. We wait some, and we meditate, and we tap into our our source, we heal. It's important that we heal during this period of time. And my friends, we are right on the brink of the eclipse tomorrow night. It's November 17th on our calendar. And so we are, tomorrow night is going to be eclipse. And then on the next day, Friday, we are going to be having a full moon. So the energies have been crazy already. There's been a lot of purging. I've been going through a lot of crying. I have several of my friends that have reached out to me. They've been crying. I've just been seeing people in general on social media and different calls going through crying, feeling like their world's falling apart, people going into the ER. It's very, very intense. And it's very possible it's going to get even more intense the next few weeks. I also understand that this moon is going to be very important for us because it's going to naturally ground us. And so we are going to, that we're being naturally amidst all this, we're being grounded with it. So grounding, meditating, getting out in nature. It's a little harder now because it's cold to actually get out in nature. Focus on our nutrition. If I can help you in any way, I actually use each and every day. I'm in the middle of a 21-day clean, healthy eating challenge right now. I use Herbalife products. I'm also a distributor, and I would love to be able to help you get started on whether it's a weight loss program or whether it's just to get healthy or whether it is to even gain weight. We have a program for each and every one of you. We have some amazing collagen that actually helps not only your hair, but the glow of your skin. And it's just a great time as we move into these winter months to boost your immune system. Make sure you're getting those 21 vitamins and minerals into your system. What an incredible time and opportunity to be able to do that. I will do my best to drop those links below this video, wherever I'm going to be able to post it here. And we'd love to be able to help you with that. We can get the product shipped directly to your home. If you are in the Dunn, North Carolina area, feel free to come by Positive Nutrition. That's my nutrition club. That's where I make my money currently. And so, we can help you out with that way. It's just healthy nutrition. We also have protein iced coffees. We have, gosh, so many amazing products. We have skincare. We have shampoo and conditioner. The absolutely love it. It's aloe. Very, very healthy, nutritious. We have, let's see, we have protein bars. We have just so many amazing products that are a cellular nutrition is what it is, where it actually helps you from the core of your body to be able to get healthy from the inside out rather than the outside in. So it's pretty incredible and pretty amazing, but feel free to reach out to me, follow me on my social media, and look forward to helping you in that way. I also am a motivational speaker, and I love to be able to encourage, to motivate, to help people understand how amazing they are, how incredible they are. And even if you're making one step forward in the right direction, whether it's with your diet or it's with your lifestyle, it's overcoming an addiction, maybe it's starting a business, just one step forward and understanding that, being able to write the story that you want, to be able to attract the amazing people that you want them, to be able to do all those things, to just encourage you one step forward. And also just as a collective, be able to tell each and every one of you, you are amazing. You are an incredible human being. You are an incredible spiritual soul. And you are beautiful. And no matter whether you feel like you are or not, as you begin to take those moments to say the I ams. I went through a period of time I'd experienced so much abuse in my life. I literally had like these voices in my head that were screaming at me that I was a horrible person. And I literally had to put on some YouTube videos that literally said, I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am impactful. I am perfect. I am, you know, going places. I am building my empire. I am a deliberate creator. All these different things to reprogram and rewire my mind, because living in the matrix system, you can be so beat down and told you're not enough, you're not powerful enough, you don't have enough degrees, you don't have the right qualifications, you aren't listening to the right news source, you aren't this and that, the other thing. And you can be so beat down when you are way more than all of those voices in your head. You are way more than whoever it is, whether it's family, friends, whoever, that are trying to hold you back and make you feel like a piece of shit. Sometimes reprogramming and taking that time to be able to say, I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am a soul who is receiving the richest, bountiful love and compassion that the universe has in store with me. I am upgrading. I am receiving from source. I am receiving downloads even as I speak right now. And I'm pouring it out to you, whoever you are who is watching this video. I'm pouring out to you love. I'm pouring out to you to mercy and compassion. There is no reason for you to feel guilt or shame for being you, because you alone are amazing. You alone are powerful. You alone are your very own universe, and you are a part of the collective universe. And because you are alive right now, the world is a better place. Thank you so much, my friends, for allowing me to connect with you today. I love you. I see you. Be encouraged. Be gentle with yourself as we go through so many different changes. Please feel free to like and share my videos. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Send me a message. Connect with me on social media. Whatever resonates with you. And I would like to leave you with this simple statement. It's something that I learned and knew from the beginning of 2020, which was really part of my awakening and understanding in the beginning of a lot of the journey that I'm on right now. I knew that amidst what everything was going on all the way around the world in this whole matrix system falling down, I knew at the end of the day that everything was going to be okay. And I want you to know that no matter what you're going through, what might be falling apart in your life, what family might be abandoning you, what friends might be leaving you, what people might be mistreating you, whatever it is that you're experiencing and you're feeling, and whatever discouragement that you're going through right now, I want you to know that everything is going to be okay. It is going to be okay. I don't know if some of my friends from Australia or Israel or Italy or so many of these countries who are currently under tyrannical oppression might possibly watch this video sometime in the future. I want you to know that amidst what you're going through, you are seen. We know what you're going through. We are watching, we are seeing. We are holding space for you. We love you. And we want you to know, hold on. Everything is going to be all right. This is not the time to lose your life. This is not the time to take your life. Very soon around the corner, we are all going to experience some very, very beautiful things. So please be encouraged. Please understand that you are loved. And if I can be encouragement to help to you in either way, feel free to reach out to let me know. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching.